there any players with NBA experience in the college you need now?
Yeah, absolutely. Got a spreadsheet with 4 names to start with. These 3.
Do you think I'd be a good mascot?
This team?
Yeah.
That's it?
Great advice.
He in the house.
All right, baby. Let's get down.
A reminder that you can still purchase tickets for any upcoming Hawks games at the ticket booth or on our website.
A reminder, fans, we hope you'll come and join us for a trading card game. The first 2,000 fans in the arena will receive a trading card pack. Arrive early to the fan zone and get them signed by Harry the Hawk and the Hawks cheerleaders.
Hawks fans, we still have seats available for upcoming Hawks games. To grab your tickets, head to the ticket booth or visit us online. The National Basketball Association and the Atlanta Hawks are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible.
Moments away as the drama awaits from Atlanta, Georgia. The Timberwolves taking on the Hawks. For the Minnesota Timberwolves, their incredible journey continues. Ripping through the schedule, never looking back. Even on the road tonight, you can bet this team will come out swinging. Hawks, Timberwolves, coming right up. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls. And then on Saturday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Miami Heat.
And that one against the Raptors. This is a game that they are expected to win, but sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Some big guys down front on the block, Towns and Gobert. And it's MP in at the 3 spot. And for the Hawks, the pairing up front, Johnson and Capella. Bogdanovich on the wing. He's paired with Rizashea. And it's Daniels in at the point. Coach, what did you like to see from your teams at this point of the season?
Well, you would think, Kevin, that at this point, we would be making fewer mistakes, and especially mental mistakes where we break down. There's always going to be physical mistakes. You're going to have some turnovers. Hopefully they're not out of carelessness. But you shouldn't be missing rotations or not executing a play, not setting a screen. Execution and attention to detail should be good by now.
Something we talked about not too long ago was MP's mission to be the best of his rookie class. Really trying to distinguish himself.
Well, to his credit, MP has impressed with his play and lived up to that goal. Seems determined to prove he's on another level. So far, the proof has been pretty plain to see.
Bogdanovich, no luck. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And after that game, it was impressive to look at the box score and see the work they did at the free throw line.
Well, they worked very hard to earn those whistles, playing assertive basketball and going right into the defenders.
And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
Atlanta with the ball, following the miss by MP, and that one's good. Risa Shea. Brown with it, now guarded by Bogdanovich. Brown feeling it out a bit. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21. That was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Well, what I love about MP is he's always working on his game. Every day, year-round.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Pass to Risa Shea over Edwards. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, Risa Shea does a nice job of drawing the contact on his way up. Now, a chance at the line.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, in a year with no consensus #1 overall pick, Zachary Risa Shea out of France, maybe not a surefire star, but certainly a player with a lot of talent, a 3-and-D prospect with the prototype length and size. The Hawks saw him as a plug-and-play addition to their roster. He should be making an instant impact, guys.
Absolutely. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. And it's Risa Shea missing. Minnesota in the lead, and let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against the Warriors was superb. He scored 21 points and, as always, was a force on defense, doing whatever he wanted at that end. He was a jack of all trades for them. He helped them out in every facet of the game. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Edwards with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Bucket is good.
Yeah, and at 7 feet tall, Towns is a major threat inside. The defense has to guard him better than that.
Here is Daniels. No scoring in this one. Up top, Capella. 6 to shoot. Pass to Risa Shea. Shoots over Brown. The Hawks again can't hit. Timberwolves leading by 5. It's up a 3. Good on the three-point shot. Brown's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, MP was ready to shoot, so they got him the ball. It's that simple.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Several teams changing it up here. And you know, one person here tonight, often not seen, but definitely heard, music producer and my guy, London on the track.
A staple in the Atlanta hip-hop scene. A number of rappers have called him the best producer in the business. That's high praise considering the competition.
Risa Shea with it. He's covered by Brown. Tries the spin move. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. It's good. Nice touch there from Okongwu.
And this kid, Risa Shea, is a team-first kind of player, willing to give it up to the open man.
Brown outside. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Atlanta. Gonna keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
Yeah, and they got contributions from everyone in that game. The whole rotation got involved in the score.
Now Johnson, following the three-point attempt by MP. Buffkin on the three off target. To the inside, here's McDaniels. Hunter with some nice defense.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
MP has been leading the charge for Minnesota. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
On the court for Minnesota, the post tandem will be Towns and Reed. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dillingham. And it's Brown in at the three. They get it again. Pass to Rizachet. There's the triple. Buffkin, no good. Minnesota leading by 8. Here's Brown. Capping off the break, MP.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college. He's been overseas as a head coach. He's been in the G League, and now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been, and he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of it.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Timberwolves are now on the same page. Karl Anthony Towns says it's good when you're able to sacrifice to see the results you wanted and share the success. We're all making this happen. This is a team coming together and saying, we really want to do something special. Kevin, right on the road to doing it.
Yeah, well said, David. Karl Anthony Towns is very motivated. Definitely. Pass to Rizachet. Off target from outside.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Towns, the screen. Here's MP driving to the basket, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Brown's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, tonight has been the MP show, and guys, they have to keep it simple. Just keep feeding MP the ball and keep seeing him add to that point total.
That shot wide open. Hunter's got 6 points.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Brown outside. Reed with a screen for MP. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
And so it's Atlanta with it. Following the miss by MP, pass to Buffkin. That 3 off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 8. Here's Towns. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Both teams will make substitutions. The Hawks have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Outside, Bogdanovich. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. for Minnesota. They've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you asked, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step. And when lots of guys are overlooking the mid-range, it's nice to see MP featuring it in his game.
50 seconds left in the first half. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Drills the three-pointer.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
43 seconds left in the first half of the game. And here's MP for 3. Rebound by Johnson.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Bogdanovich, no luck. And so MP will bring it up for Minnesota. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their 2 meetings.
Yeah, these non-conference matchups are a good measuring stick for a team. Taking on less familiar opponents can tell you a lot.
That's in there. Conley with the assist. MP's got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. And we'll be right back after this.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
In that game against the Bulls, they'll be facing a team that's had a little better year. But this game is winnable if they bring the energy.
Oh, they're going to need more than energy, Kenny. There's a talent gap here.
And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the Atlanta Hawks.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You're like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Minnesota leading by 12. The front court is Risacher and Johnson. Daniels out there at Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Towns the screen. Here's Brown. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Jalen Johnson.
And MP still gets the shot in the air. Other young guys might have folded under that foul, but he's able to get to the line.
Hawks shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Brown right side. Gobert, great positioning on the putback.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the 2 teams.
Pass to Daniels. Back to Bogdanovich. Hawks passing it around. Johnson finds Capella. Here's Bogdanovich. Over Edwards. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's MP, and he drives in.
Readiness is so important, and the moment he saw his opening, MP was ready to attack.
And here's Daniels. He has yet to score. And it's Bogdanovich, again missing.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
And MP is young enough, you know he's always going to finish that playoff with a dunk.
And Atlanta has possession, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. And Bogdanovich kicks to Johnson. Pass to Daniels. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Man, we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Krejci. So on the floor for Minnesota. Some big guys down front on the block. Towns and Gobert. Conley and Edwards are the guards. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, nice touch on the lob, and Towns made sure to finish the play.
The Hawks trail by 17. Here's Krejci. Pass to Hunter. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game.
Team second.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Body the pass to Nance.
Well, one of the premier defenders in this league. Gobert is so good at using his enormous wingspan to shut you down.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Took him no time at all on that one. Hunter's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
And it's still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Pass to Shai. Johnson outside. Now Bogdanovich. Shai wide open. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 3 assists now in this one. MP with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Gobert against Capella. Gobert can't hit. The Hawks trail by 12. Bogdanovich passes to Johnson. Shoots over Towns. Johnson's shot is off. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. 22 is their biggest lead.
Well, high percentage looks are always a good idea. MP could build a career on shots like that if he wanted to.
Bogdanovich inside. Edwards there. And it's Shai missing.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Johnson the screen. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And the 3 ball is good.
and they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
The Hawks trail by 15.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Minnesota.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Bogdanovich wide open, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And here are the Timberwolves, 13-point lead.
Assistance by Zachary.
It's Brown on the wing. Pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
That's what I'm talking about.
Night, MP.
Son, you win so many games, I'm running out of things to say.
MP, keep taking them to church, my guy. You the best rookie in your class, and it's not even close. Salute.
Gotta love H-Town. This city shows a hoop of love.